Alrighty, welcome to DropCast, DropHat DropCast episode 4. Today we're going to be going. Oh well, I'm first of all I'm Pete
Mike.
and we'll be your hosts today. All right, so we're talking about it's actually Tech Tuesday here in Silicon Valley, and what we do on Tuesdays is talk about tech. And two stories that stood out. The first one's going to be Elizabeth Holmes with a reduced sentence, and then the second one we're going to go into. We're going to go Threads. Mark Zuckerberg's new brilliant idea, Threads. Okay, so let's get it started. Okay, so Elizabeth Holmes, she quietly gets her sentence reduced by 2 years.
Oh, okay.
Well, well, that means in parentheses payoff. She just bought 2 years of her life. Now, I'm not saying that's it. That is what happened, but out of the blue and silently, that's the weird part for me.
This is what I think of Miss Elizabeth Holmes. She likes to she does the hypnotic thing with the eyes. So everybody that I've read so many articles about her. Hitler used to do that. He had entrancing eyes, so he knew how to hypnotize people to have them do what they wanted to do. And people consistently said that
Mhm.
about she
I
would
think
fixate.
a lot of sociopaths, what they do is they'll look at physical
True.
characteristics they have, and then they put it up against, well, how can I get what I want with the physical characteristics that I have?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So a woman, it could be her beauty. A man, it could be his
His
intelligence. A
brawn.
woman, it could be her intelligence. It could be a man's good looks. It could be anything that they know about themselves or have been told about themselves, and they use that as a advantage, like a manipulative type
Yeah.
of thing.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what I see with Elizabeth Holmes.
Well,
Now
now she's
she,
in a minimum security
yes,
prison,
she's in a minimum
so
security in
which means
Bryan, Texas. So minimum security, that's where rich people go. They don't go to maximum security, and they certainly don't go to prison like San Quentin or anything.
no,
They'll
they
go
don't
to
go
a
there.
minimum security prison, a federal prison. They have tennis courts, they have swimming pools, and these types of things. She's doing really soft time. You want to talk about hard time? She's not doing hard time.
Yeah,
She's doing
she
it the softest time possible.
well,
Uh,
what else do we expect? I mean, the investors too are Walmart and Murdoch and Rupert Murdoch. There's this Betty DeVoe, Secretary of Education. How in the hell did
oh,
she get
Betty
100 million bucks?
DeVos. Where does she get $100 million
And
exactly?
and then now she's but how about her friend Sunny Buliwani?
Sonny Buliwani.
13 years and no reduction.
Hmm.
And from what I gather, he is a bully because
Hmm.
what he did was he absolutely he would threaten people. Hey, if you come out with this, I'm going to, bust your nose. If you do this, I'm going to have guys follow you. These sort
Yeah,
of things.
yeah. He
So
was unscrupulous. I mean, her
using
and
threats.
yeah, it's kind of the left and right hand. The
Hmm.
Elizabeth Holmes and Sonny Buliwani. They must have been just absolutely awful to work for.
Oh, probably. Not probably, but
So, I mean, they got what they deserved. Buliwani's going to be in there for 13 years. I don't know what prison he is in. I didn't do the research on that one, but she's in a minimum security.
she was tried in San Jose,
Yeah, and
right down the road, and
yes,
then transferred to Texas.
yeah, she was right there on the Robert Peckham building, which is located on the First and Santa Clara in um, in San Jose. So I'd take the light rail, and I'd see uh, the Robert Peckham building every day. And then one day I turned on the news, and then all of a sudden Elizabeth Holmes is being tried in at the Robert Peckham building,
Hey.
and it's right there. I didn't see her or anything. We entertained the idea of going there. This was about a year ago, whenever that trial was, and we just didn't go.
Yeah, and just I mean, I had half a thought, and my personality is to always take the side of a contrarian. I always felt contrarian ever since I was about this big, and I always thought if majority of people are going west, go east
Hmm.
because you're just gonna not. So, so what do we learn from all this? This is what I would like to say about this, and we'll move on to the other subject. Here's what I think we can all get from it: a lot of money and time was wasted on a lie. I mean, a
Hmm.
lot of one great point that was brought up to me is all this research money and all this time and all those scientists and financiers behind this project wasted years of their life and billions of dollars on really a lie. That
Apparently, it was like 900 million that she got. I mean, of actual money.
okay, so 900 million. And not one per and really shame on the tech world because when she started doing her best Steve Jobs impersonation.
Yeah, she was mimicking him.
Yeah, and dropping the voice and and all that stuff, and just just like an ant drunk on whiskey in Virginia Slim, just kid. And the fact that no one challenged her there, it really shows the sort of the fakeness in this world where you can't ask truthful questions. You just have to go with the flow.
Yeah, and that's well, I mean, it hits them in the pocketbook.
Yeah, it really
So
did.
yeah, so it's like you gave all that money to a fraudster, somebody who's she's making her presence known by with that fake voice and with those really huge claims, like a drop of blood.
Can get you therapy and a
Come on.
diagnosis, one drop of blood.
Do your research a little bit, guys, before you start forking anyone over that type of money. And so, I mean, when the dust settles, you get to see it for what it really is. Billionaires largely live in a very fake world.
Hmm.
They're willing to
True.
kind of prolong a lie to
I
because
think that
because
has
I
a
don't
lot to
know
do.
really. I mean, she's questionable to me. She always has been. Um, the first thing I thought of when I first saw her was her voice. It's like that's not her real voice. Why is she
It's
using that
absolutely fake.
voice?
Fake.
And so that's what happened with Elizabeth Holmes today. She quietly gets her sentence reduced, which means we're going to give you a certain amount of money or a certain amount of whatever they gave judges to reduce these
Who
sentences.
knows?
Who knows? I mean, that's speculation too. I have to make, for the record, that's speculation. That's what I feel is what happened. But she did buy 2 years of her life back. She's slated to be released December 23rd of 32.
Okay, so December
So
23rd of 32.
moving forward, okay, now we have now we're on to Mark Zuckerberg and his latest thing called what is it called?
His latest
Threads.
invention.
So what's Threads again? I don't really
Threads,
get it.
it's really simple. It's just a Twitter. Twitter has like 500 characters you can enter in, and then they have like short videos and then GIFs and all that. There's just another Twitter.
Yeah,
And
it's
he's
just
trying to
like
say, we're Twitter. We're going to beat you, Elon. And I mean, if anybody knows me, I have zero regard for that whole situation over there, that fake book.
mhm,
Uh, as DropHat people, you guys don't know what DropHat is. I mean, we were building the thing, but the idea of DropHat is social streaming shopping, and we're going to integrate all that. Now, these guys, Musk's and the Zuckerbergs, and all of them are started off just as a social service. Now they're trying to implement shopping
yeah,
in it,
exactly.
and now it's very restricting.
They have a very tough time doing that.
Our
They,
idea with DropHat is obviously to combine all of those worlds together, like they should have done, but now they're trying to implement it in it, and they're
uh,
finding it very difficult to win customer trust
trust, yeah.
and the trust of the advertisers to give them money.
And
You see?
also, like, how many people do you know are using Thread?
Yeah,
They're claiming 100, almost 100 million. What's it?
98 million.
Quiver Quantitative, which is a firm that deals with data collection, says there's 98 million users, almost 100 million users of
In 5 days.
Threads
5 days.
in 5 days, guys. That means $20 million or 20 million people a day, which almost equates to 1 million people an hour
So 1 million people an hour, and that
are
means
downloading this thing. Have you downloaded Threads? Do you even know what Threads is? Do
one
you
in
know
four
anyone
Americans.
that's using Threads? That means 1 out of 4 Americans are using Thread.
So do you know
Do you know
anybody?
anyone?
Comment, please.
I don't know anyone, and
Drop
I'm going
a
to be
comment.
asking people all day
No.
long. Do you know what Threads is? Are you using Threads?
Hey, I got to
Same thing with the metaverse. When the metaverse came out,
thank you. I
did
was going to say
the
that.
was the metaverse going to? How many people are using the metaverse? How many? I don't know anyone. I don't. I know literally zero people. I ask people who I work with, just people randomly. They're like, "No, we don't use that. We don't use. What
You
are
know
you
what?
talking about?"
You know
You know what
what
I'm
I get
saying?
from them, Pedro? Hey, what's that?
Yeah. What's that?
Then I talk to people about threads. Hey, what's
You
that?
get a question rather than a statement. Oh yeah, I've been using it for a long time now. That's a statement.
No,
What's that is a question. They don't know these services. The young people, the way you know that too is you just look at young people
that's what you do.
and
You
you
look
see
at young.
what
They said it.
they're using TikTok. They're using some of them are using like Facebook, but not many. Is kind of going away. They're using their Instagrams. and this and that. But TikTok seems very power or very popular with young people. So
So hey,
uh,
so I was working in Palo Alto in 2006 when they launched Facebook, and these dudes used to come in and they used to have the Facebook sweaters and hoodies, and I'm like, what's a Facebook? Back then, everybody was using Facebook. Why? Because I knew I can connect with people from my high school, from
mhm.
my old friends, in college, and this, like I had any friends in college, all these people, of course. And then it was really,
It
well, it
was
was
actually kind
organic.
of it
It's
was
like,
actually
oh,
kind of exciting, and it was
yes.
a good idea for the time. And
Now it's old.
now yeah, it's old. It's proven to be old. It's what 18 years now, 17 years since it's been
What they need
a
to
service.
do, yeah,
And what's really happening is no one's talking about bot farms and its influence. My guess, if I had to guess, or if I had to bet, is that the threads they're using, the 98 million supposed users, are most of them are bots
yeah,
to build up
bots and
numbers.
old users. So they have all the information. Say, see, Pete Smith from Idaho, loves threads.
Hmm.
Dana Smith from and so of course they're using that, and they're using old junk probably accounts. Who knows?
Hmm.
I mean, I don't buy it. I don't think it's
I
true.
don't buy it either. I mean,
This guy doesn't
it's
buy
just
it.
very, very questionable. And so, a lot of this stuff in the tech world, I'm telling you right now, it's 2023, July 11th, 2023. You got to go to 7-Eleven, by the way. Go to 7-Eleven to get your free Slurpee.
It's
It's
7-Eleven day.
7-Eleven day. And we'll put 7-Eleven right here, 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven day, dude. Just get it. And remember,
And
we reminded you
yeah,
because we love you. We really
we
do.
got another about minute or so, but Tech Tuesday, it's typical. What we're seeing from these guys. Okay, so when I opened up my little stupid computer phone and I saw, oh, Elizabeth Holmes gets 2 years shaved off her. Okay, that's typical. And then you go see Threads. Who's going to be using this stuff, guys? I don't think anyone's going to be using it.
Well, are you? I'm not. This guy
I'm
isn't.
not going to.
That dude over there isn't. No one's going to do that. If all the young people are TikTok, Instagram, and all that stuff,
And a lot of them have that. What's that one where you can send messages, and so
Snapchat,
Snapchat.
all that
That's
stuff.
right. Yeah,
They have no
Snapchat.
use for
Threads.
threads.
It's not
Throw it
fun. It's
away.
not fun for them.
No, of
It's not
course not.
interactive enough. It's
And no one's using it that's 16, 18, 20
mhm.
years old. My
Oh,
friends are not using it. If I was 17, I wouldn't think threads.
yeah.
I would think
Elon Musk
Instagram.
too. Elon Musk and Zuckerberg are going to fight. We got to kind of interject this. I don't know if this is like one big
WWE
advertising
promotion.
campaign, but apparently Dana White said, that there's a high interest, and he's looking for it to cash in at $1 billion. All the interest
Oh,
surrounding it, with
Musk.
all the money floating around in advertising and the prize money. I don't know. They probably, whoever wins, whatever prize money
But
they get, they're
donate
going
it
to
to
give. They'll probably
charity.
donate it to charity. I mean, those guys are very, very wealthy. They don't need that type of money.
Well, I would
But
love to see a big old welt on Mark's
yeah,
face and a
he's gonna.
busted
I
tooth.
think Musk, man. I
Love
don't
it.
know, man. If it's going to be on the ground, maybe Zuck has the thing, but it looks like to me Elon Musk has heavy hands. So like if he clocks you one, maybe you maybe you go down. Maybe
Musk
he hits your
Musk has
button,
a
boom,
Musk
fall.
has a center to him, and I'm telling you, if he gets his arms around your
Yeah,
neck,
he maybe has that old man
oh,
strength.
he has old man. And Mark, you're going down, buddy. You're
Yeah.
going down.
Well, what if that fight happens? I'd be happy to see it, and I want to see the better fighter win, just like always. I want to see the better team win in sports. I want to see the better fighter win, and I always want to see Croatia win. But that's another story. Anyway, we got to get going. It's a Tech Tuesday. Thank you for dropping by. That's all we have really
That's
for
all we
today.
have. Thank you very much. And we promise to make these videos a little bit more compact, maybe 10 minutes or something.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you love to hear us and look at our wonderful faces. So thank you very much. To sum it up, Holmes, 2 years shaved off. Buliwani, he's still in prison.
Mhm.
Mark wants to beat Musk in the ring and in the digital ring.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to happen. Well, it's this could all be food for thought or whatever it's
Hmm.
called.
That's what it is. Thank you guys
All
for
right, thanks,
listening.
guys.